everyone, it's Britt here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do a Midori Traveler's Notebook folder dashboard. Let's start off with our supplies. You'll need the American Crafts. They're called the treat bags. You will also need your laminator, and I have a Scotch laminator which I purchased from Walmart, and the laminating pouches from Scotch, which you can also purchase from Walmart. I have the 4x6 size, which is a perfect size for the pocket Midori Traveler's Notebook. And then you need some Scotch tape. Also, you're going to need a cutting tool as well. So let's begin by turning on your laminator. Of course, I always start off by turning on my laminator because it does take some time to warm up. So I turned it on and it has two different settings. It has a 3mm and a 5mm setting. I always end up using the 5mm setting just to make sure that my laminating pouches are getting heated up well and will stand the test of time and won't lose its seal. So I'm going to open up my treat bags, and they come in with different options. You have the hearts, you have yummy, a large heart, you have the stripes, and again the heart and hello. And each pack comes with double. So I'm trying to decide which one I want to use for this particular pocket, and I think I'm just gonna go with the hello and the stripe. So I'm setting everything aside and I'm pulling out my thermal laminating pouches. And in this pack, actually, there's about 20 pouches, so they last me for a while. I mean, I've purchased this probably a few months ago and I still haven't even used half of it. But again, this 4x6 pouches, they're pretty inexpensive, especially at Walmart, and I'm pretty sure you can buy them online or even at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So what you want to do is put your pouch in the laminating pouch. I have pulled out 2 laminating pouches, and I have settled the bag at the very bottom of the fold, and you just want to make sure it's even at the bottom. And I'm comparing the two so that they're both even, so that when I line them up in the end, they won't be crooked. Now, when your laminator is heated up, you're going to put the pouch in. And this laminator I purchased from Walmart was $18. It's not that expensive. So for all of you who don't have a laminator and want an inexpensive option, Walmart is the way to go. And this Scotch brand is pretty legit. It works just fine. I don't think you really need to buy an expensive laminator unless you're going to be using it all the time. And I've probably had about probably like 5-6 uses out of my laminator, and I have not had any issues. So as I'm waiting for it to come out, it is pretty hot, so you want to be careful. And you can put them back through again for a second time, but I looked at the seals and they were pretty good. So I'm trying to determine how much I want to cut off to make sure there's not too much, to make sure the size is right. So I'm comparing it to a Field Notes or 2 filled note pocket size notebooks, and I realized that I just only need to cut off a little bit. So here I'm getting my paper cutter, and I am going to cut off the top, and then I'm going to cut a little bit off of the sides because I don't need that much excess on the sides. And for this particular field note size dashboard folder, I would suggest to get the 4x6 pouches just because they're so inexpensive and you're not wasting so much of, if you get the full size laminating sheet, you'll be wasting like at least half of the full size paper. So I think this is the best option for this size. So again, here I'm just cutting off the sides. I'm trying to even it up, and you want to make sure that you're not cutting off too much of the side where you see the bubble, the air bubble, because then it will open the pouch back up. So you want to be careful of that. And so let's see. Okay, and I'm cutting the other one, trying to make it even. And actually, my paper cutter I did purchase from Michael's, and they also offer it at Hobby Lobby, so it was a really inexpensive one, probably like $12, and then if you have a coupon it'll be cheaper than that. So and it's a really good size. Actually, it's pretty portable, pretty small, and it can fit into a decent sized purse, so I really like it. Now I'm realizing that the corners of laminating paper can be really sharp, so I was trying to find my corner edger and I couldn't. So I found my envelope maker, and on the top of this envelope maker there is a corner puncher. So I start punching the corners to make them smooth. And I was having a little bit of trouble on the edges at the bottom of the pouch just because of the thickness. But eventually I got it to work. Okay, so I have completed cutting the corners of both sides of my bags. I'm going to remove my envelope maker. Now I'm going to lay these side by side, and I'm trying to decide which one I want facing the front of my Midori and which one I want to be in the back. And of course I want the hello to be on the front. Now in a minute I'm going to actually switch this over, because if I were to tape them like this, they would be taped where the hello is on the inside of the folder, and I want it on the outside. So I gotta switch it around, like here. And there we go. And so now I'm going to grab my Scotch tape, and any type of tape would work. You can even use washi tape if you want to, but I just feel that Scotch tape is stronger and will hold up better in my Midori. So I just get a good size of Scotch tape, I'm gonna make sure that my bags are level and even, and I'm gonna roll the tape around to make sure it's there's no bubbles, and I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other side. So make sure that your bags are lined up evenly, because it makes it easier to fit into your Midori Traveler's Notebook. And then I fold it and creased it to make sure that it all works together. Now, you want to also be able to use the bags as a folder. So you want to grab your cutting tool and I have my pink Recollections cutting tool from Hobby Lobby, and you just want to slit the top of the bag where you see the opening, and you don't want to push too deeply, just enough to where it's going to separate the laminating pouch in that area where the bag would open. And you want to do this on both sides. And you see how my hand just fits right in there. So here again, I'm cutting the slit, the opening on the hello side. And pretty much there you go. So I am about to grab my Midori Traveler's Notebook in the pocket size, which I've purchased from Chic Sparrow. I love Chic Sparrow. And this is the Pemberley. And I'm currently using it as a wallet. So it's coming right up in right now. There we go. And I'm trying to decide if I want it in the front or in the back, but I think I'm just going to put it in the front just to show you how it looks. Now there is a little bit of overhang, but I'm okay with that. So just to show you, for example, if you're shopping and you need to put any of your coupons or receipts, you can just slip them in right at the front or wherever you have your pocket, and you can just see how convenient it is. I also fit a Phil's notebook in between just to show you, for example, of different ways you can use the pocket. You can also use it as a dashboard and put sticky notes in the front or on the back. And there you go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time. Bye.